so hot. So hot.
Can't move. Try to hang in there, mistress.
Why does summer in Japan always have to be like this? It's miserable.
Hi, everyone. Yuko, you have to hear this. It's terrible.
This guy's even more dismal than a Japanese summer. I wonder what's wrong with him now.
I'm not going to get to see Himawari for an entire month. A month, I may die.
Oh no. How terrible.
How am I supposed to make it through the summer?
Oh, well, of course. I can understand why you'd be so worried about her during the summer.
What do you mean worried about her?
Well, the beaches, the bright blue sky, the balmy star-filled nights. Summer's the season of romance.
How can you say something like that? Himawari isn't the type to have a summer fling. Never, no!
You'll find love and heartbreak are important parts of being young.
The love I think I could deal with, but I don't want to have anything to do with heartbreak. What if she happens to meet someone else over the summer?
All right, then. Why don't you just ask her out on a date yourself?
A date? Believe me, I would ask her out in a millisecond if I could. But I get so nervous when I'm alone with her.
Fine. Then make it a group date. Let me offer you a little guidance since you're so nervous. Just follow my lead, and she'll be yours.
Oh, yeah, baby.
I have a perfect idea for your first date.
Perfect.
Definitely.
Definitely.
Yeah? What's that?
We'll tell ghost stories.
Yay! Ghost stories!
That's not remotely romantic.
Now that that's settled, why don't you run along and invite Doumeki?
Huh?
Ghost stories ought to be told in a certain atmosphere. Doumeki said something about living in a temple, right?
So what? I don't want that guy involved in my date.
We'll rent a room in the temple and tell ghost stories all night long.
Watanuki's first date! We'll party all night! Watanuki's first date! We'll party all night! Watanuki's
Please,
first date!
shut up!
Hi, guys. Wow, this is just the perfect place.
That's just what I said. Good to see you, Himawari.
I haven't seen you in a while, Yuko. Thanks for inviting me tonight. I'm really excited.
Glad you could make it.
Hey, doing well? I'm doing very well. And how are you doing? I'm good.
You look as lovely as always, my dear. Right, Watanuki?
Oh, absolutely. Do you see how amazing she looks in that kimono? Tonight'll be great.
Don't get your hopes up. She may be more than you can handle.
I know that. With a girl like Himawari, I expect to have plenty of rivals to deal with.
Well, true, but that's not exactly what I meant.
Hi, Doumeki. Thanks for letting us come over.
Hey.
You'd be better off if you'd swallow your pride and make friends with him.
No, there's no way. He's just renting us a room here. It's not like I have to bond with him.
Well, guess you'll figure it out soon enough.
What's she mean? I wonder.
Oh, this is an ideal situation for our little get-together.
You sure it's all right? Us telling ghost stories in here? Isn't that room in use?
Yeah, but it doesn't matter.
Not to you, but it'll be inconsiderate to them if we make a lot of noise in here.
Trust me on this, it won't be a problem.
Wow, aren't you polite?
Now then. Watanuki, you take this. Place it in the southwest corner. And next, we have the candles. Everyone, please use this fire to light a candle for yourself. Then take it to the stands in each corner. There you go. Just like that. The preparations are now complete. Well, technically, there are a few more precautions we could take, like lighting 100 candles and arming ourselves with talismans or that sort of thing. But tonight, the simplified version should be fine. Yes, the cast is complete. Now, shall we start telling our ghost stories? We'll start with Himawari.
All right, this is a story of a family. A handsome husband, a loving wife, and their little boy who loved his mother very much. They seemed like a happy family. One day, the wife discovered that her husband had been unfaithful, and they began to argue. Ashamed that he had been found out and angered by his wife's words, he raised his fist again and again until everything was quiet. He looked down. She wasn't breathing. He had beaten his wife to death. If anyone found out, he knew he'd spend the rest of his life in jail. He would have to hide the body. But first, he had to come up with something to tell the one person who would miss her most of all. His son, who was so devoted to his mother. What could the husband say to keep his son from asking questions? He decided to tell his son that his mother had taken a trip. He explained that there was no time for her to say goodbye because she left so quickly. Each day, the husband worried that his son would begin asking about his mother. He lived in fear of that moment. He knew it wouldn't be long before the boy realized that something was wrong. 2 days passed, and then 2 more, and the son still didn't ask about his mother. After a week, the husband couldn't bear it anymore. He decided to ask the child about his mother. He asked his son, "Aren't you lonely without your mother?" The boy looked at him blankly for a while, a confused stare on his face. And then he said, "But Dad, Mom's been next to you the entire time." That's how the story ends.
Himawari, you're quite the storyteller.
Thank you. Was it scary enough? I hope it wasn't boring.
Not boring at all. In fact, it seems to have had quite an effect on at least one person here.
Oh, what are you trying to say, moron? Well,
Exactly what I said.
I wasn't scared at all. It may just have been a story, but I've seen too many weird things in my life for anything to seem entirely fictional, but I wasn't scared.
Right. Shall we continue?
Yeah. I'll go next then. This is a story I heard from my grandfather. A student moved into an old apartment to live by himself. His first night there, he crawled into bed and began to doze off. And when he was just on the verge of falling asleep, a bit shaken by this, the student visited an old friend and got some protective charms. He hung them on the walls of his room. Then, later that night, at first he thought that the charms kept the spirit from coming near. But, in the end, he was wrong.
How scary! That story was really creepy.
Yeah, it was. But don't you dare make fun of me for saying it.
What?
Don't look so smug.
Doumeki, your grandfather was the head priest here for quite some time, isn't that right?
That's right. Till the day he died.
Then I imagine that he often saw spirits.
He said that he did. He was also supposed to be a very talented palm reader.
I see. You must have received your talent from him.
hear that noise? Someone in there?
You could say that.
Could you try to help me out here, Doumeki? Is it someone you know?
Yeah, a parishioner. Just his remains, though. We're keeping him here until it's time for the funeral.
Do you think a family member could be in there with him? Maybe?
There's nobody alive in there. That's why I told you it wouldn't matter if we made noise tonight.
Could there be a window open in there?
There aren't any windows in that room.
You see, it's like I said. The cast is finally complete.
What are you talking about? You can't include a dead guy. Let's get out of here, Himawari. Telling ghost stories all night in a place like this is absolutely insane.
You can't leave. There's a protective barrier surrounding us. You can't leave it in the middle of a ceremony.
There's a barrier?
Yes. It was created by the Four Candles. It will protect us as long as we remain within its bounds. But I make no guarantees if you leave its protection.
So what now?
We remain here, protected by the candles, until our storytelling is complete.
You gotta be kidding! It's not a good idea for me to be telling ghost stories with a dead body here.
You haven't seen any spirits yet, have you?
Well, I guess I haven't.
Well, I wouldn't get too comfortable. I expect that will change before long. Tell me, Himawari,
Yeah?
will you be all right if we continue with this?
Yes. Once you start something, it's important that you see it through to the finish.
You're a brave girl, Himawari. Do you know that?
Ah! Her fangs are out! Himawari's going to be eaten!
Be quiet. Why don't we continue with our storytelling, if everyone's ready?
Sure, I'm ready.
Of course. Who's next?
It's you, right?
Let me guess. You didn't prepare a ghost story for our little celebration tonight, did you?
No, I have one ready. It's just that... This is a story about a boy. A very young boy who was walking home from elementary school one day when something unusual happened. The boy reached a crossroads and he saw a strange man approaching from the right. He thought it was odd that the man was carrying an umbrella on such a sunny day. But there was more than that. He seemed unapproachable somehow, as if they were separated by more than just a few feet of pavement. The boy was relieved when the man passed him by. When he came to the next crossroads, there he was again. Was it possible that he had been in a hurry and taken a wrong turn? Was that why the man reappeared? For some reason, this second encounter frightened the boy. Something about it felt wrong, and the boy ran. And then... Well, it's over. That's the end of my story.
That was really creepy.
Yeah, I'm truly terrified.
Well, I'm really sorry! But that actually happened to me.
Are you serious? That was a true story? I wonder who that man was.
Bet you saw a ghost.
A ghost? Wait, you really believe in them?
Yeah, of course I do.
Oh, okay then.
Haven't I told you that 1,000 times?
I was just checking! Why am I the only one who can see them? Man, I wish I didn't have the ability to see spirits.
You must admit it does come in handy. The boy in the story was lucky in the end, wasn't he?
Why do you say that?
Well, if he hadn't run away when he did, then he might not be alive today. You see, the number 4 is said to be a number that leads to the realm of the dead, To meet someone at a crossroads 4 times would be most unfortunate.
I thought it was just a myth.
Can you remember ever seeing a room in a Japanese hospital with the number 4 in it?
Now that you mention it, no, I haven't.
Standing where 4 roads meet. It kind of makes you wonder about the 4th world, also known as the underworld. Crossroads can sometimes grant one access to the 4th realm.
You're quite knowledgeable about these things, Doumeki.
Just something I heard from my grandfather.
Hey, if you two are done chatting, can we get on with this thing?
So, Watanuki, was the boy able to find his way home safely that afternoon?
Huh?
Was the rest of his walk quiet? Or did something else happen to him along the way?
Sorry, but I can't remember.
All right. Then I suppose it's time for my story.
Kinda scared to hear yours. I'm sure it's gonna be terrifying.
Look behind me. You see that shape on the screen? Does it look familiar?
The ceiling just moved.
Yes, it did. Interesting.
It sounds kind of like somebody's moving around up there. Hold on, it's coming from all over.
It almost sounds as if somebody's crawling around on all 4s.
Oh no! Earthquake?
I don't think that's it. Take a look inside the water dish.
With all this shaking, the water should be moving.
Yes. The barrier is in danger.
Doumeki, you lay off!
Watanuki, look out! It's behind you!
The barrier's been broken. Quickly, Doumeki. You need to pick up the bow that's in the alcove. Now, fire toward the screen.
Watanuki!
I don't have an arrow to shoot.
If it's you shooting, then you won't need one. You hungry?
Yeah! Wow, that was quite a feast.
Well, good. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
That was amazing.
Himawari, aren't you a little creeped out by that thing? You saw what it did. It sucked up a big ball of angry spirits.
Don't call me a thing. It was still pretty amazing. Yeah, did you hear that?
It's more like disgusting if you ask me.
Speaking of amazing, you were such a great shot, Doumeki. How'd you shoot that bow without an arrow?
Don't know.
So what was that thing that went flying?
Energy.
What?
Doumeki possesses a power that drives away evil spirits and demons. This impressive talent of his comes from his family lineage. Much like yours, Watanuki.
I have no desire to be anything like this moron!
What are you so upset about? When you get into trouble with anything supernatural, Doumeki's the one who has the power to drive them off for you.
But it's so humiliating to have to depend on a jerk like that for protection! Oh, Yuko, what you said before, when you were talking about the cast being complete?
The parishioner's corpse was our last member. I wanted to show you what each of you is capable of. That spirit became our unwitting star. Thankfully, we had you here to attract it. And of course, Doumeki was here to drive it away.
But why did you invite Himawari? Is she supposed to be a part of this cast you keep talking about?
I guess I should tell you. But not just yet.
Why are you torturing me?
Campfires, stars, candles. They all light the warm darkness of a summer evening, as do fireflies, brightly circling each other, never touching, but always near. We humans know this dance too. Every day we pass into and out of each other's lives. Every day so much goes unsaid, so many feelings go unshared, and then we are left in the dark. Next time on Holic.